Alan Velasquez writes, "Hey everyone, I know you're all not big fans of the look of 48 frames in movies, and neither am I, but I was trying to think of a situation in which it could work. What if it was used in sports films? For example, I could see a football movie using that frame rate during the game sequences to make them feel more realistic. I'm not sure if it would work, but it's got to be better than using it for hobbits. Thoughts? Thanks, Alan."
Personally, I can't stand 48 frames per second. The only time I think it really works is in like video games or sports and stuff like that. Every time I go to Costco, they'll have their big TVs on the high refresh frame rates, and they'll be playing a movie. And the first thing I see when I see it, it's like, oh, why are they playing the behind-the-scenes featurettes instead of the actual movie? Then I'm like, oh, wait, no, they're actually playing the movie. It just looks like that. In terms of what he's asking about a sports thing, that'd be interesting. I mean, the only problem is you got two things. Technically, I don't think it's possible to switch up from a 24 to 48 film projection. Yeah. And then from a narrative storytelling standpoint, like the audience might get thrown off. You know, it's in one point it looks like this, and then for the sports it changes. I don't know. It gives that kind of present soap opera feel to it, so I don't know.
I agree. I think changing it in the middle would be, even if it is possible, too jarring. I mean, and if you're going to put sports in a movie, you know, there's so many things you can put on a screen that sort of give you that thing, you know, the sports ticker and the scores or anything. I think that's a pretty easy thing. But 48 frames, I don't hate it as much. I only saw the first Hobbit movie in it, and I found it interesting as like an exercise. And then I saw it again, not in 48 frames. I don't know why I saw the movie twice, but yeah, I think it may have came out before its time. I feel like there's something there, but it just needed a little more time, and it needed to be rolled out a little bit in a different way. Maybe not such a big movie. I think there's potential. I just don't. I think they screwed it up big time.
Christian?
I can't stand it. It sucks me right now.
So you're in my camp.
I'm in your camp. I saw, and I know that, granted, the first Hobbit movie is not the best movie in general, but it sucked me right out of it because it is so, you feel like you're on set and you feel like you're not watching a movie anymore, and it just doesn't work. I don't even like it with sports, to be honest. There's something about it that just really makes me aware that I'm watching a production. It looks cool. It's shot well in The Hobbit. It was a great technical masterpiece. It really was for what they did together. But there's just something about it. I'm not on board. Maybe I'm just an old fogey. I don't know. But I don't want to go that route.
I mean, the people that are big proponents and the positive things about it are that it reduces the motion blur, especially in 3D, so that when there's action, fast-moving stuff, you can see things more clearly, and people like that. But for me, to be taken out of the narrative by seeing it, it's just not worth it.
I think the fact that Warner Brothers has pulled back considerably on the second, and I'm sure the third Hobbit film, in saying, hey, it's in 48 frames. I mean, I think they played it in a couple theaters, the second one, but I think that says a lot about it, that they're just like sort of pulling back.
It wasn't that a big deal.
Well, no, because when I saw it originally for the press screening, they made me see it in 48 frames, and then they realized that a lot of negative reviews were about 48 frames. So then they stopped, and the next one I didn't have to see it in 48 frames, and I wound up liking the second one better. I don't know if it's just because it was a better film, or it definitely added to it. I'll tell you that, because I watched the first Hobbit again in 24, and I enjoyed it more than I did the first time. It's still not the best.
Plus, and this is, we're going on and on about this, but if you look at this as a 6-movie trilogy, if you do 3 movies in 48 and then, or in 24 and then 3 movies in 48, it just doesn't. We're talking about jarring.
Right.
And then Avatar's supposedly the sequels are coming out in 60 frames, which is. I'm not. I like the Avatar. I just don't want to see 60 frames.
Who knows?
Hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.